So guys, this is actually a very fascinating topic that I want to speak about. And I want you guys to really hone in and listen on this message. When we talk about feminism, when we talk about the new world, when we talk about the way things are nowadays, let's rewind back. How did this all happen? We can say whatever, we can say it happened because of X, Y, and Z, but the real reason as to why this has happened, and I know this for a fact, and it's not a bad thing. The way things are nowadays, it is a bad thing, but I think things just got too far out of control. And I think women might have got a little bit greedy. Want a little bit too much power, too much control. Women are not fighting for equality anymore. They are fighting for power and control. That is what feminism is now. And I think the world changed when women realized, and we're not here to bash them, we're not here to say this is even wrong. I agree with a lot of things I'm about to say here. I genuinely think women have changed their ways when they realized men were happier than they were. Because if you look back at how women used to move, obviously a lot of them today don't want to move that way no more. They realize the way the man's life is better. Wow, how can he live like that and I have to live like this? You know, if we actually look into a woman's shoes, it's actually true. And I'm not, you guys know I'm not about feminism. But, you know, if you can look at it in your own shoes, damn, bro, I would not want to live the life of a female back then. I wouldn't even want to live the life that most females live today either, to be honest. I would do things a little differently, you know. If I was a female, I would not want to be a female. Like I would, if I were to be any human being on earth, it's a top tier male. That is who you want to be. But the way it used to be for women, man, like they have to watch men thrive, be happier, be more confident, more ambitious, have the family with them, and then go and probably smash other chicks and all this other stuff, and they're wild and they're going crazy, they're living their life. They got to sit home with children and all this other stuff, right? So when you think about it, yeah, the life of a man was much better. So I understand why women want it to change, but it's to a point now where it's just too much. They took it overboard, and I think a lot of them got angry at men and started to hate men because of the way men would live, and now they want to live that way. But you can't live the way of a man. You can't live the life of a man. When you do it, it ruins you. It damages you bad. And you don't know it until you're a bit older. So like I said, if I was women, I would have made a change as well. Just not to the extent that they have today. There's things you can do that's going to benefit you, and there's things that you do that just ruins you. And I think resenting men, and I'm going to live how a man, F all men, and all this stuff, and to actually start to live the life how a man would live, even crazier, because you're a woman. You can get guys just like this all over the place, and you're smashing all these guys and doing all these things. That shit's going to catch up to you big time, and it's going to be bad. I'm not saying every woman on earth does this, of course not, but, you know, I see some smart women, how they move today, and that's similar to how I would move if I was a woman. I wouldn't want to completely, like, I think there's flaws in the traditional ways as well. In the day and age we're living in today, of course, it's more advanced. So I would have my base of life off of traditional life. I would just make a few changes. I wouldn't change a whole bunch of things, but I would make it better for myself if I was a female, other than just strictly traditional. My baseline of life would be a traditional way, but I would change things a little bit to the point where I'm not greedy, I'm not doing crazy shit, I'm not ruining my life and my future, but just have it a little bit better for myself type shit. And I think women who are doing that today are truly the ones that are winning and winning in life and will win in the end. The ones who are getting too greedy, they'll have this crazy life. It'll last a couple years, 5 years, maybe even 10. But then boom, the rest of your life is going to be damage. The rest of your life is going to be baggage. The rest of your life is going to be unforgiving. The rest of your life is going to be wild. And that's where they're going wrong, bro. Like, they don't understand. Women do like to live in the moment. Women do like to have fun today, do this today. They don't see what's coming. They don't. And it's not going to be good for the ones that move that way. But, like we were saying, women have changed when they realized men were happier. Because men were the prize back then, bro. Today, women are trying to take that title, but they realized men had a much better, funner life. It's the truth, bro. We were stronger, healthier, fitter in the mind, fitter in body and spirit. We had our way quite easily. We would work hard, we would do our thing, we would smash and bang and smash, do everything else, and women just kind of had to chill around and whatever. But, you know, I could see why women wanted to change. I think they just took it too far. And that's my take on this video. I want to see if you guys agree with this take, and it's an interesting topic, to say the least. But yeah, this is kind of what I think about it, and I think women, whoever's watching this, should learn from this and really take this into consideration and try to move the smartest you can possibly move for the rest of your human years, and teach other people as well. I think all young women, if they were to hear this message, it'd be very eye-opening. Because women today, bro, when you see the modern woman, there's older ladies watching this video. Like, you guys might not be as privileged as younger, hotter, modern women. Like, you got, like, older ladies, bro, have no idea. Some of you might have an idea, but a lot of you don't. How a young, hot, modern woman is today. Bruh. They're wilding, bruh. They're going crazy. And if you only understood what that was like, you would understand where I'm coming from. You would understand this video more. A lot of things would make more sense. Because they be wildin', bruh. And they don't see what's coming in their future. Damaging shit is never good for you. When you try to live a normal life, all of a sudden, there's where your dark days come. Because you're no longer a normal human being when you put yourself through all that bullshit. When now you try to live a traditional life, that's when all the shit catches up. And it hits them like a ton of bricks. All of a sudden, they don't measure up. And you see how spoiled and entitled a younger, hotter, modern woman is. It is beyond this world. They've never been told no in their lives. Anybody they want to talk to, any guy's going to talk to them. They've never been rejected. Nothing. So it's wild. Their experience in life is wild. But one day, it's typically when they get older that they have to take more accountability now, because it's like, oh shit, life is really hitting now. I can't have my way like I used to. What is going on? All of a sudden they're forced to take some accountability, and they have to adjust. And by that time, it's typically too late. So the smartest thing you can do as a woman to know your worth 100%, and not get too greedy, because that's never good. Like, there's things modern women do, bro, that it's crazy. Like, how could you not be grateful for all the things and opportunities you have? It's like nothing is ever good enough for some of these chicks out there. It is crazy. Like, their mind is trash. Their minds are rotten, bruh. You have to train yourself to be grateful. If you can be grateful, you can lead and live a good life. If you're not grateful, you're screwed. So many good things are happening, and nothing ever matters. It's gonna be wild, bruh. You're in for a big surprise, a big rude awakening. And I think having so many things go your way is bad. It's really bad. A lot of things went my way when I was young, and all of a sudden things got really bad quick while I was still young. And when things go wrong, that's when you're going to learn the most. You'll take the most accountability and you'll grow as a person. But when things are always going your way, you're screwed. Because you're never going to really do the right things. You're never going to take accountability. Life's going to be so easy. You live on easy mode. Things are just handed to you so easily. You can do anything and just get it. And that is dangerous, bruh. And all of a sudden, your time will expire, and it will force you to take accountability, and that's when they mature. Women typically mature in their later 20s to early 30s, because that is when they have to take accountability. When they're more younger and hotter and all this stuff, they can do just about anything, bro. Just about anything. Time always changes, bro. But like I was saying, women need to find that fine line. Like, understanding that, yes, there's definitely flaws in the traditional ways. You could do a little bit better, but don't get too greedy. They have to find that fine line where it's like they're still traditional, but they're living better. It's not that you're not being traditional. It's not that you're sleeping with multiple different guys. It's not that you're doing any of that. That is unacceptable completely. But I don't know how to explain it exactly. You just make changes that better your life more so than just being so strictly tied down to a strict, this is the way it is, sacrifice your whole life type shit. There's a fine line where you can do things to make it better, all while still being traditional. So I think that is the best way and the best move for women today. And yeah, I'm just still trying to think if there's anything else I can add in this video. And all this happened, like I said, is because I swear to God, man, it happened because they knew men were happier. They wanted to be happier. They want to be happier than men. They want to be able to do what men do. They want to be able to live that life. They want to be able to do this and that. And it's where shit messed up. Because they got too greedy. You're not a man. You're still a woman. You still have woman duties. I would argue Most women don't even want to be women. There's so many women, bro, they wish they were born a man. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. It's crazy. And then there's a woman that's like, I love being a woman and all this stuff, but you're still acting like a man. So it's strange. It's very strange. And that kind of just makes you a little thotty, a little 304, which is not respected. So if you're not respected, what's the good of your existence? Not much, to be honest. You want to be a respected man or woman in this world. That is what you want to be. And if you can't be that, you are failing yourself, you're failing God, you're failing your family, you're failing so many things. So aim to be a respected person. That's all it really comes down to at the end of the day. If you're anywhere close to traditional as a woman today, you're going to be respected. And that's just how it is. But I'll tell you something right now. If you get too greedy and you become crazy in your ways, you're not going to be respected. The only thing you're going to be is a body that people are sleeping with, thinking they're respecting you because your mind is polluted. They don't respect you. Just because a man sleeps with you does not mean he respects you. A man will smash. Does not mean he respects you. Know the difference. Know your worth. And try to do the right things. Be a respected woman in this world, and you will win. That's it.